Good day, ma'am. I am Ryler Luingas, and this is my special report in our subject CLJ5. So, rules on evidence, what need not to be proved, and types of evidence. So, number one is what need not to be proved. So, the core idea of this is facts that are so obvious, official, or universally known that the court accepts them automatically. No evidence or probe ang require. So, next is an judicial notice. So, legal maxim is what is known need not to be proved. So, why nasaga exist in a rule. So, to save time, money, and effort. So, there is no need to prove things everyone already accept as true. So, mandatory judicial notice or the court must accept. So, ga-include nila na existence of countries, history, forms of government, laws of nature, geography, time, official acts of the Philippine government, and international laws. So, amoy ni ang establish ng facts or laws. So, di na ka need mag-present ng documents just to prove that the Philippines is a republic or that a year has 12 months. So, the court already knows and accepts these are true. So, discretionary discretionary judicial notice. So, courts may accept. So, ga-include in an facts of public knowledge. So, example is typhoons bring typhoon sa kusugyan uwan or heavy rain. So, proven proven truths. Example is ang water mag-freeze sa 0 Celsius and facts clearly shown in court records. So, the judge is mo-accept nan ini without proof if they are well known or easy to verify, but it is not required to do so. So, the important difference between the two is judicial notice is official facts of the court knows legally. So, ini amoy allowed in court. And judicial knowledge is the judge personal opinion or experience. So, ini amoy dili allowed sa court. So, ang rule is before deciding a case, naga-base on this facts. So, ang court dapat must hear first from both sides to be fair. So, next is admissions and confessions. So, these are statements na you make that become proof. So, but they mean lahi na butang or mean very different things. So, what is admission? Admission is a statement na you make that goes against your own interest. So, this is not an admission of guilt. So, an judicial admission is made inside the court during the same case. So, example, I received the money from the buyer. So, an explanation is this is automatically proven. So, no receipt or witness needed. So, it is ginatreat ini as 100% true. So, you can only take it back if it was a clear mistake or wara gani mo himoa or wara nimo ilaong. So, next is the res inter alias acta or act of third parties. So, ang rule is things done between strangers should not harm others. So, kung unoy ilang ng tao or ng lain tao is or mo agree or himuon, waray mo labot. It cannot be used against you. So, you are only bound by what you yourself say or do. So, but there are exceptions. So, number one is co-partner or agent. So, someone you authorized to act for you or lang ka na, sige, himo ay ni, amo ini. Amo yon ang ilang words or actions are legally yours. Example, mo lang ano yung business partner or ang imong business partner mo admit ng debt. Di ikaw imo sab ito utang. Kaya mo gani ang ilang words or actions are legally yours sab. Kung utang siya, utang mo sab. So, number two is conspirator. So, someone na imo iban pagplano ng krimen. Kung uno ilang gilaong or gihimo during sa pagplanan nitong krimen is magamit na proof against you. So number 3 is privy, someone you inherited rights or property from. So ang ila legal problems mahimo na sa imo kay once ma-inherit sa nimo ila rights or ang ila property, so their legal problems become yours also. For example, ang previous owner mo lang na inina lupa is mortgage. So, a new owner ma-inherit ito niya. So, a new owner is mabound by that fact. Kay, amo gaya lang, ang ilang legal problems becomes yours. So, next is an similar act rule. So, ang general rule is your past bad acts cannot be used to prove you did it again. So, example, or ang imo kuno ginahimo ng past ditong mga bad acts nimo cannot be used sa imo to prove na gihimo nimo true. Example, yangawat ka 2 years ago, tapos dili siya pwede gamiton na proof against sa imo if yangawat ka man. Siya you stole 2 years ago, tapos gamiton na proof against you kaya yangawat ka man or no, di yan siya pwede. But an exception is if may ipakita na intent, plan, habit, or identity. So, example, you always still using the same unique trick. So, kung ano mo ngawat ka, ano mo may magagamit na unique trick itong pagpangawat nimo. Tapos 2 years ago, tapos kuman ngawat ka, same trick na gamit. So, ma-prove yun to siya na ikaw utruan gakawat. Next is the 3 main types of evidence. So, number 1 is object evidence, real or physical. And the definition of this is anything your senses can detect. You can see, hear, touch, smell, or taste. For example, weapon, kinawat na gamit or stolen item, CCTV footage, and damaged car, pwede. So, requirements to be accepted. So, dapat siya, number 1 is relevant, connected to the case. Number 2, competent, allowed by law. Number 3 is authenticated, confirm ang witness na tinuod o same an item. Number 4 is formally offered. So, properly presented during trial. And the categories is unique. Dapat may serial number or mark para easy to identify. Number 2 is made unique, marked or labeled by a witness. Number 3 is non-unique. So, no remarks kayo at all. Example is drugs, blood, or blood samples. So, dapat imo siya i-prove sa must prove chain of custody. So, pakita nimo kung gahawid, singod, and that it was never changed or tampered with. So, number 2 is the documentary evidence. So, example is writings, photos, recordings, symbols, or any record offered to prove what it says or only means. So, there are 2 types. So, number 1 is public documents. So, these are official records, notarized papers, and government registers. So, kansi yan, explanation ini is prima facie evidence. So, automatically considered true and valid. So, di na nimo kinahanglan i-prove na tinuod ini. Unless the other sides or other party is mag-prove na peke. So, example, kung makalaw na peke is birth or marriage contract. So, number 2 is private documents. So, made by individuals or private groups. So, dapat imo ini siya i-prove na genuine and signed by the right person before gidawat or accepted. So ang key rules is ancient document rules. Excuse me. An ancient document rule is over 30 years old. So dapat ginakep siya safely o wala gitamper. Pag ingana keep safe nimo o wala gitamper, automatic accepted. Number 2 is original document rule. So dapat i-show nimo na an original to prove its content. But there are exceptions. So kung an original is yawara or ya destroy or held by the other party or public record. So pwede ka mong gamit nini or use copy to testify or testimony. So number 3 is parole evidence rule. So this is written contract or full agreement. Waray outside words na maka-allow to change it or maka-outro. Waray outside kuno na mga words na maka-change na nito. So there are exceptions of. So an exception is if unclear, may sayop, may missing true intent, o later agreement. So number 3 is testimonial evidence. So ang definition is statement made by a witness in court under oath. So ang inikono is statement na made by a witness sa court and under oath. And there are qualifications to testify. So what is this? So qualifications to testify is can perceive facts correctly, or number 2 is can tell others of what happened. Number 3 is deaf or bungol, mute or amang, or persons with disability na makatestify. So as long as they understand and can communicate. So religion or belief does not disqualify you. There is a golden rule. Personal knowledge only. Bawal ang hearsay. No hearsay. Kay, you can only say kung unay mo yakita or yabati or yahimo. Di ka pwede mo laong na ang ako amigo galong sa ako. Bawal yan siya. Kay, that is hearsay and dili yan siya pwede or not allowed. Kay ang court cannot check if tinuod to or dili. Next is an type of witnesses. So, number 1 is competent, qualified, and allowed to speak. Number 2 is credible, honest, o worth believing or katuwahan dapat. Number 3 is biased. Yung reason na mamakak or to favor on one side or sa isa na ka-party. Number 4 is dishonest, not reliable yon siya. Number 5 is instrumental, witness na uno kita, witness who saw a document signed. So i-recap lang na ako or key takeaways. So number 1 is what needs no proof. So judicial notice facts, judicial admissions, and authentic public documents. Kay official sa sila o clear and already accepted as true. Number 2 is admission versus confession. An admission, facts against interest. Dili ka guilty. Or wala nimo i-admit na ang imo guilt. Ang confession is direct admission of guilt. Yan mula ko, ako'y gahimid to, ako'y gabuhat dito ng krimen. So, an important really is an extrajudicial confessions needs other proof to convict. Number 3 is third-party acts. So, general, do not, dili siya mo bind sa imo. Exceptions, partner, conspirator, o privy. So, number 4 is ang 3 types of evidence. So, object is real things, authenticate, and chain of custody. Next is ang documentary, written proof, follow originals o parole rules. testimonial is witness, only personal knowledge ang ginaalaw. Number 5 is an purpose tan ini ng mga rules or of these rules. So, dili lang ini sila technical rules but they make sure trials are fast, fair, and based only on reliable proof. So, they stop unfair evidence and protect everyone's rights. So, kung makasabot kita ng mga rules, we know exactly what to prove or what to accept and what evidence will win or lose a case. So, that would be all. And once again, good day, ma'am.